For our second challenge, as a break with tradition, we've brought our 10 contestants down to the LGA's headquarters in London to do this time a simulated challenge run by the brilliant Breckland Training services, who are the training arm of Breckland Council.
Today the contestants are taking part in the Local Authority Challenge, which is a simulation training event which allows them to have a bash at being a senior management team at a fictional district council in a fictional county for the day, dealing with all the challenges a real-life senior management team might do. It's a failing council, a failing district council. They've got an awful lot of money to save. Their challenge really is to decide how can they turn this council around.
I have been put in the position of Chief Exec of Swafford Council for Team Dynamic, which is really exciting. We've got a fab management team, all with different roles, different skills and experiences that they bring.
So I'm Chief Exec, and we've had quite a few meetings. We've met with the Residents Association, we've met with the leader twice.
They were sort of really looking for a very clear political direction, but not actually giving the leader some of the things that they were thinking about, and they need to be a little bit sharper focused.
The time constraints that they faced today did impact on the way that they dealt with the leader, but equally I'm not sure they were politically savvy enough to deal with some of the issues that came across.
It's not always a case of listening to the other person and ceding to their point of view. Sometimes you need to be strong, you need to put across your point of view, you need to manage relationships and get what you want to out of the process as well.
Some of the things we're throwing at them are telephone calls, and they will be from residents, businesses, other councillors, a whole host of different characters who will ultimately demand a piece of their time. They also have an inbox which is being filled with all sorts of emails, again from residents, businesses, backbench members, again asking them key questions.
It's quite difficult, I'd say, to actually get through it all and decide which bits are priority and which bits aren't.
The challenge is quite fast-paced. At the moment the group is working on putting together our corporate strategy.
Each team has the opportunity to meet with different partners. What they need to do is to identify what the key issues are facing their district, and then decide which partners out there can help them solve the issues.
So we're thinking of meeting with the Linford County Council. A lot of the things we're hearing is that it's not just a specific issue within a district, it's a county-wide issue.
Met with the police to discuss crime, met with the Chamber of Commerce to discuss regeneration, meeting with the university to talk about innovation, jobs, skills. Then going to meet with the Voluntary Services Council to look at what the role is of the voluntary sector.
We've kind of set a little bit of a trap with them, with the media. The media will play the very kind of nicey game and then really go in with a hard line to try and catch them out.
It's a really interesting experience. Tom was deliberately asking some difficult questions, which is not unlike a genuine media inquiry.
I did feel scared as if it were real life. I think hopefully in real life I would have a bit more time to prepare in advance for some of the tricky questions that he asked, because he did catch me off guard a few times.
Teams also have to meet with an overview and scrutiny committee.
A couple of key points that we presented around our key priorities. One of those was public perception, one was looking at our workforce and member development, and the others were looking at creating the Swafford deal, which would be a way to transform our relationship with residents.
We presented our corporate strategy based on the vision of the council, which is a place to live, a place to work and a place to have fun, really regenerating the area. Swafford has some beautiful natural resources such as the nature reserve. We want to ensure that we are investing into the promenade and also into the seafront area.
They also had to produce a residents magazine which informs residents about everything that's going on in their district. What you've just took on, you've done exceptionally well, and I congratulate you on your work and how you've done it, so very, very well done indeed. We're going to hand out some bonus points. First of all, for somebody who did really well when it came to the radio interview today, we've handed a bonus point to Alison. Well done, Alison. And the other bonus point is for somebody who dealt with everything that was thrown at them really well, really shone in the presentation as well, and came across as a real calming influence in the team. And that bonus point goes to Mark. Well done, Mark. We've had a good old deliberation of judges, and the winner is Inspire. Well done. In the end, it boiled down just to a couple of things, mostly that political sensitivity side, which most team members would probably have a development need to go back and look at. But other than that, it was how they tackled the problems, a bit of innovation, and ultimately how they worked as a team.